know the power of sci-fi radio.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Alrighty, it's another Thursday night. That means Docking Bay 94. I am Sean Obi-Shawn Crosby.
I'm Colleen Kaylee Crosby.
And welcome aboard. Jeff will be joining us shortly. And apologies for abandoning the show last week.
We're back.
We are
Yay.
back. We are back. We got an emergency call from about a friend who was in the hospital. And we ran out to go and see them. And so, it's been a crazy week. But
Indeed.
Here we are, back again.
Yeah, it's been, as usual, a busy several weeks. Sean, do you want to talk about all the cool stuff you did?
I could, for sure.
Or do you want to... I mean, some of the stuff was with Jeff, so... I don't know if you want to hold that stuff.
I can
off.
wait. First off, I should bring up that through absolutely no effort on my part, I seem to share a birthday with Kermit the Frog. Hence my snappy chapeau. I was born on May 9th, prematurely, so maybe I had to get out in time to have a birthday with Kermit the Frog. But the Muppets are 70. Colleen, who also has a birthday this week, is not 70, nor am I. we are younger than that.
Yes, we are younger than that.
Yeah, so it's cool. Talon Thorne is there's Dawn, Kelly Kane, and Boba-Kit, and Alan. All sorts of people showing up in the chat. Yay. So my birthday is tomorrow. Colleen's is Sunday. And
Sunday.
Is Sunday also Mother's Day?
It is.
Yeah, every once in a while our birthdays, one or the other, falls on Mother's Day. So
we won't be able to get a brunch on Sunday.
Yeah, kind of
Because everybody will be taking their mother.
Yep. I just got a weird message or something.
Well, okay then.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Where it came in?
Yeah. It's Lori asking where I am or where we are. I don't know.
Are we supposed to be somewhere else?
I feel like we are all
maybe
where we're
Lori's
supposed to be.
asking where you can listen?
Maybe. I'm gonna go kind of take a look over here and make sure that we are in fact broadcasting on all cylinders. I mean, we should be.
Well, I guess I'll talk about what I did in the intervening time then while you're doing that.
Okay.
Gosh, I went to a board meeting for the, it's Skiffy. I can't reel off the top of my head what it stands for. It's like, fan interests, but I can't think of what the whole name is. It's basically
Skiffy?
Yeah.
It's the Southern California Institute for Fan Interests.
There we go. I knew that. I didn't know that. So we've been asked to help out with a few things, so we're doing that. And then did a little bit of baking. I made several dozen mini muffins, which I promptly put in the freezer. They're pretty good. Sean, you had one this morning. What'd you think?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. And I made peanut butter cookies. Really big ones. Normally I've been making cookies pretty small. I made big cookies this time. And then I took them to my dance class where I would be surprised if one person ate a cookie. That I made. Apparently, peanut butter is not the way to go.
Not the popular choice,
Yeah,
apparently. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, I love them. But
I thought these were actually particularly good peanut butter cookies. They were, I'll have to look up whether they were King Arthur Flour or Smitten Kitchen. I think they were Smitten.
We certainly blasted through quite a few of them.
We did. I even put some in the freezer, but it has been 2 weeks.
Yes,
So-
I tried very much to sort of restrain myself from.
Let's see.
doing
Actually, the peanut butter cookies were from Sally's Baking Addiction, not addition, addiction.
Oh.
But they were pretty good and just the right amount of crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. So. I did not make the peanut butter cookies for Skiffy because someone else was hosting it and they had snacks. So I just took them to my dance class.
Oh, good.
But I will not be making peanut butter cookies for my dance class
Well,
anymore.
they didn't appreciate them,
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna have
none
to
for
find
you.
Something else. And then what else did I do? Right after the dance class, we went to an Easter party, which was held. I mean, the party is still being held because it's being held over the course of 3 weekends.
Right, party is a loose term. Gathering, perhaps, is maybe more appropriate.
Yeah.
Our friend Scott usually does a big blowout, and this was more. It's more like an open house over 3 weekends.
Yeah. It was kind of an open house, and it was because it was broken out over 3 weekends. It had very few people. There were 7 people there, and then 2 of them left very shortly after we arrived. But I think that probably made it easier on Scott to have it spread out so he wouldn't lose too much energy. And then I see. Kelly asked me if I made the peanut butter cookies with Skiffy, and I asked I said, no, I didn't. I took them to the dance.
Right.
And she said she meant Skiffy because it sounds like Skippy.
Skippy.
Whoosh, didn't even get that.
Right.
So last weekend, I don't remember what the plans were for the whole weekend, but we did spend quite a bit of our weekend doing other things than we had planned. But then on Sunday, decided to go ahead and go to the dance that I had signed up for. And it was the regular Regency dancing that I've been doing, but with a Star Wars theme because it was on May the 4th. And so I wore my Padme Battle Maiden dress from episode 1, and which is a lot of very heavy velvet. And so the dance was fun, but by the end of the dance, I was feeling overheated.
Yeah, I could see that. At least it was stretch velvet, so it was flexible for dancing.
Well, I mean, it was still polyester though, so it was hot.
Yeah, and I could see where that would be really pretty tough.
Hot.
I was looking to see if there is a picture of you in this that you have posted.
It's my icon in Facebook.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that would have been easier than the search that I just did. I did find a picture of us at a previous celebration, but let me get back to that.
And it was fun to wear because it was very swirly when I danced, and it was also kind of funny because there were 2 people dressed as Jedi, and I was dressed in the Padme Handmaiden, and then there were some people who were like vaguely Rey-ish, kind of Disney bounding, and then there were people who just went with the star theme, and then that was it for star costumes.
Right. So that was Colleen's dance clothing. Sans gun. She didn't bring the gun.
I did not bring the gun.
Hard to dance
It was
with a
in
gun.
the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Don made peanut brittle.
Cool.
He said it took him a week to get through it. Yeah, it took us 2 weeks to get through all the peanut butter cookies.
Yeah.
And now we're sad they're gone.
Right. And
But-
I was even trying to restrain myself because I could have completely scarfed them all down.
The recipe for the peanut, it took an entire jar of peanut butter. There were a lot of peanut butter in those cookies.
That's probably why I like them.
Yeah.
I think it's funny, and I bring this up to Colleen every time she makes cookies. I think it's really funny that cross-hatch fork pressing thing on top of the cookies has come to signify peanut butter cookies. You don't really see that on too many other cookies, and whenever I do see it, I'm like, they must be peanut butter because that's the international symbol for peanut butter cookies.
Yeah. It's funny you said whenever I make cookies, you bring that up, and I was trying to figure out what you say to me every time I make cookies.
Well,
but you are
those
peanut butter
cookies in particular, yeah. Every time you make cookies in general, I'm like, where's mine?
Right.
That's all right.
The reason why you do it on peanut butter cookies is because they're so dense that if you didn't do that, they would just stay in whatever shape you put them in. So you scoop them out and they're a ball. And if you just cook them like that, they would stay in a ball.
Right.
And I think peanut butters are the most popular cookies in America that have that. So
If you just make peanut butter balls, though, they're easier to launch with a spoon.
right, but they're a weird texture.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be strange. I think it'd be hard to cook them all the way through. Bake them all the way through.
Yeah, maybe. So, what did you do, Sean? And maybe since Jeff isn't here yet, you'll just have to talk about things that he did without him.
Yeah, no worries. Well, and there are a couple things I did without him, which are kind of okay. I did. I went to an event on May the 3rd, which was a screening in the San Fernando Valley. It was what was it? It's My Valley Pass is the name of this group, and they're out of Chatsworth in the San Fernando Valley. And so they do these events, which are interesting, and they do, sometimes they're like farmers markets, and sometimes they're healing fairs, and so there's like a whole wide variety of stuff. Sometimes they do them at the Theatricum Botanicum, and sometimes at the mall, and they do grand openings of ice cream shops, and go to the aquatic center, and things like that. And in this case, they did a movie screening of Star Wars, the original 1977 version, which is 48 years old. We're creeping up on 50, but it's 48 years old. And they went to the place where the special effects were born for the movie. So there's a street called Valjean, not Valjean, like Jean Valjean, you would think, but no, it's actually Valjean. And there's an office building there that was the one that they rented out to create Industrial Light and Magic. And so they, the company that's there now, after many, many years and several other companies that have been there, decided that they get so many people requesting tours of the building that are big Star Wars fans that they decided to partner with the My Valley Pass group to do these screenings. And so they set up chairs in the parking lot, put up a big screen, LED screen, so it didn't need a projector, which was pretty cool. I had my car on display. They had a photo backdrop, which was really cool. And the every, I don't know, half hour, maybe even more than that, they gave a tour. And so the Rebel Legion and the 501st came in costume. They were situated all around the tour path. And basically they took you through the entire building and went, this is John Dykstra's office. John was instrumental in setting up the Industrial Light and Magic when they first moved it here, and he created the Dykstraflex camera system and things like that made all their special effects possible. And they're like, this is the boardroom, this is the model shop, and in each area they had photographs of what photographs that were taken in the 70s. And so you could look at these photographs, and it's like, here's them building the Death Star. And you look at the back of the picture, and there's the wall. And you look up, and there's the wall. And everything kind of, matched each other. It's like in this corner, they did the animated creatures for the chess game. Over here, they blew up spaceships. Over here, they had the painting booth. This was where the screening room was. This is where a homeless guy apparently died on the couch. It's like there's all sorts of weird stuff going on in there. Because basically they were making a movie and it was special effects, but it was a giant hippie commune. They all came in and they did everything together. They went hiking and they learned how to fly planes at the nearby Van Nuys Airport. And they just spent months and months and months being this special effects commune. It was kind of amazing. And so after all of these tours, they screened the film, which was great. And it was a little wet. It rained a tiny bit, but not terribly bad. And the people at I think it's called Neiman and Company, which is the sign company. They're super great. They completely took care of us, and they're all super friendly, and it was great. Although it sounds like this may be the last one they do for a while, which is a bummer because it's kind of amazing. I think some of the people from the sign company, and when I say sign company, they make everything from the signs outside of hotel rooms, the little tiny ones, to big, giant architectural numbers that they hang on the outside of buildings. And they do it all. And their entire shop is dedicated to that. And it's kind of neat that they're still doing something creative over there, where it's like, it could easily have just become an office building, or right next door. So a little bit of the history here. It was Industrial Light and Magic. They moved up north. John Dykstra stayed. He formed Apogee. Apogee continued to work on things like Spaceballs and commercials and things. And he passed away. Grant McCune took over that space, and then he moved next door. And then the sign company moved in, and then Grant McCune passed away, and then there's no special effects in that area. But the one with that Grant McCune was in, like right next door, it's an auction house. And so periodically I go there to pick up auction items I've won. And it could easily have just become something like that, where they just like put a bunch of stuff in it and people show up and they collect them. But the fact that they're doing something creative and these people absolutely love Star Wars is pretty great.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I had a really pretty terrific time. And
Jeff says he'll be on shortly. His laptop updated.
Jeff is actually right here. I'm getting him set up right now. I can see his face. Can you hear us, Jeff?
Hear me?
You are very quiet.
I am?
You are.
Oh.
I can boost you up a bit here.
Yeah, I don't think it's my mic.
Nah, that's better. I got you.
Okay.
We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Surviving.
Surviving is good.
Oops, there we go. I can see the keyboard.
I totally feel it. Yeah, I was talking about that ILM movie event that was up in Van Nuys.
Oh, yeah.
And it was an awful lot of fun. And but it sounds like they might not do it for a couple of years. Although it's funny, the point of contact for the 501st Legion walked right in, and I was talking to the lady who has taken over John Dykstra's office, and I remember his office from visits to Apogee and interviewing for jobs and things like that in there. And so I was talking to her about what I remembered about the office and how different it looks now. And our POC walks in, and he's like, "I have to talk to you about 2027." And she looked kind of said, "What's 2027?" It's like, I said, it's the 50th anniversary of Star Wars, first off. Second off, the big Star Wars celebration convention is here in town. And I looked over at the POC. I'm like, "You want to do tours here?" And he's like, "Yes." I'm like, all right. So, they might skip next year and then do 2027 and see, because I feel like the super diehard fans will go find it anyway. So maybe they might as well get organized.
Oh.
So you kind of fun.
I gotcha.
Oh, Vicky said happy birthday. Thanks, Vicky. tomorrow. Yay!
Well,
Almost.
Talon Thorne said Tanjubi Omadeto, which I'm sure I've pronounced incorrectly, but that's happy birthday in Japanese.
Oh, tenjumi abadato. Origato.
Wow. You're good at that.
No, I just make it up.
Roboto.
I just make it up. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jeff and I did some stuff together this weekend. And,
Oh yeah,
starting with May the 4th, where you came and joined me at the at Disneyland for May the 4th.
Yeah.
Which was good. And now,
It's pretty fun.
yeah, they had a party, an evening party for Star Wars After Dark, where
Yeah.
they had they invited the 501st to come and march and escort Diego Luna. So we didn't get to be part of that. We didn't go to the party. They kicked us out at 8:00. So we left at 8. I saw the 501st march on video, and it was cool. But just personally, this is me. You can blame me for this. I feel like they should have organized a little better. Like put some of the troops that were the same, like all of the scouts in one unit, all of the regular troopers in one unit, and done that. All of the pilots in one unit, and then they should have like tried to keep step a little better because they were kind of a mob. It was a little weird, a little strange. So, but they got to do it. It was pretty cool. I kind of called them on it. That they're like, cool. It's been over a decade. I'm like, no, it hasn't. The movie came out like 8 years ago. What are you talking about? But and they're and 8 years ago or 9 years ago, we did the same march with characters where we marched from Small World to the Opera House and then back. And they're like, oh, well, but that wasn't official 501st. That was just cosplayers. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure they invited the 501st and the Rebel Legion, and we had to have approved costumes. So that was weird too. It's like, really? Yeah. So, I mean, if you're gonna talk history and give people credit for stuff, get it right. Just saying. But yeah, so
exactly.
So Jeff and I wandered around. We did a lot of people watching.
Yeah, and stopping and talking to people watching.
Yeah, checking everybody's costumes out. That was really cool. What else did we saw? A whole bunch of people who were going to the party, although most of the people we met weren't. Like people we knew. I'm like, did you get tickets for tonight? They're like, no, we did not. But at the end of the day, we found like a small handful of people who did.
Yeah, literally.
And the most fun by far, I think, was our friend Chris Cecil, who I will just tell you right now, Chris is like one of the most gentlemanly guys I know. He is one of the nicest guys I know. He used to be an officer for cadets in like a high school, and he was terrific at that. And he is retired from all of that. And he now works at Disneyland, and he came as Darth Maul, and he was so excited to be in Disneyland in full Darth Maul makeup. It's like he was vibrating. He was so excited. It was absolutely cool, and that was just like super super fun to see him do that. In fact, I think I have a picture of that. Let me go see if I can find the picture. Because it was
somewhere.
Great. What costumes did you like, Jeff?
What now?
What costumes that we saw did you like?
What I do? What?
Can you not hear Sean?
I think I liked one that was a. I mean, there were so many people in nifty costumes. I mean, the guys with 3PO on their back were kind of nifty, but. I think the ones that I actually liked there was like, and this is what Sal and his kids used to do. Sal and his wife and kids used to do, but this wasn't them. It was like a mom and her little son, and it was and she was Hera, and her little boy was Ezra, but it was like, I think that was probably my favorite one.
Yeah, there were some pretty good family
Yeah,
costumes.
yeah.
Here's Chris on the left, Jeff in the middle, and me on the right.
Yeah.
We're getting the old guard together. And then for me, I didn't take a lot of pictures that day, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, that one.
We did do Smuggler's Run, where we ended up as engineers. Two of the best star pilots in the galaxy. And where do we end up? The engineers. Just saying.
Yeah.
Well, you went
I
on
know.
single rider?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We went through the regular line. The problem was the people like right in front of us said, "We will wait to be pilots."
Ah.
And they were like a group of 4 or something,
Yeah.
and it was like, so we're screwed.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
took a few pictures around the Falcon, which seemed mandatory. And then I ran into their Luke Skywalker, which I thought was really fun. And I was waiting. I'm lurking. I'm like, he's got to be around here somewhere. Totally want to do it. So I found their young Luke Skywalker to my old Luke Skywalker. And then I ran into Rey, who was really sweet. And
I think I was lucky enough in the two Luke Skywalker pictures to pick them just in time, as people kept running around behind you guys.
Well, and I also, I think I also digitally removed some of the people.
Some, yeah.
Yeah. So there's you can kind of see there's a guy like back there, but I digitally removed some of the people back there, but I could not do it on the Rey pictures. There are too many people back there for the computer to handle it.
Yeah.
So, oh well, we tried. But yeah, it was definitely a fun day, even though we had to leave early.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice.
And man, I'll tell you, everybody was going nuts trying to get all of those, all of the exclusives, which were crazy. They had a 1-to-1 scale mouse droid, which was like the thing to get. They had a Jawa sipper, which is super cute. Very on the fence about that. The coaxium containers were back again, which were cool. They've been missing for about a month.
Yeah.
And there was something else everybody was trying to get. There was a jewelry thing. There were some pins, but by far it was that mouse droid. Everybody wanted, and now they're like, they were $100, and they're $1,000 on eBay or more.
It's crazy.
It's absolutely insane. The secondhand market for these is nuts. And admittedly, I mean, it's very large, but really, it's just
It's a cool though.
a toy.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to build one, or you want to have a you want to have like a beater one that you can drive around and not feel too bad about and things like that. Most of the ones I'm looking at are, let's see, that's $350, that's $500, $400, $350, $450. So I'm not seeing the super expensive ones. Although if I do highest price first, just out of curiosity. This one's $1,000. So people getting a little ahead of themselves, I think. But Disney will have more of them, so no need to freak out. They'll make more.
They definitely didn't run out.
I have to say though,
I took a.
I was going to say that they're probably not going to be $100 when they come back because of tariffs and things. I think the price is going to go up.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. I said I put up. I don't know if you put up a picture, but I put the picture I took. I put in our little chat.
Oh, okay.
So that you can, if you wanted to show it, you can see the one I took anyway. It's pretty big. You can see someone's foot by comparison. So.
Well, and one of our Disney friends took it out of the box and drove it around, and that was pretty amazing because like it hadn't occurred to me. Everybody's like lugging these gigantic boxes around, and
Yeah.
but it's
Because
a
everyone's,
sizable
they're probably
thing.
on eBay.
So foot on the left for scale.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's largely a big box just on
it's
top of
pretty
a RC car, but it's pretty cool, and it's modeled after I think one of the Mandalorian ones, which has lights up on top and things like that.
Yeah.
And there's a group of droid builders at Disneyland who Jeff mentioned them earlier. They were walking around with these backpacks with half a C-3PO
Yes.
droid attached to them, just the upper half of a protocol droid. And they had to get special permission to bring those things in because you could take someone out with one of those. They were absolutely huge. So I don't know if they'll try to bring them in all the time, but for May the 4th, they at least allowed it. And some of these guys also went online and kind of got the rough dimensions of the droid, made their best guess, and then they created add-on pieces for it so that when they got one, they went outside the park, they added some extra parts like pod race engines and stuff to the droids, and they seem to have guessed pretty well.
Yeah, the mouse droids.
Yeah, it was kind of incredible. So I was very, very impressed. Anyway, we had a good time kind of knocking around Disney, even if they did kick us out from the party. Not,
what the heck, man?
Not too bad. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you were not there for the party, so.
Right. We didn't buy the
Yeah.
ticket for sure. Yeah. I think that's fair.
What else? Sean, did you talk about all your stuff?
Let me look real quick. Let's see. Jeff and I both did the community science night, which was at the what's the school, Jeff? That's the college. Santiago Canyon College.
Santiago, Canyon.
Yeah. So that was
Santiago Canyon Community College. Yeah.
That was pretty great. And they have all sorts of interesting science experiments to do, lots of STEM stuff. We did not get Admiral Akbar up to the squid dissection lab.
I know.
We tried.
Timing,
Yeah, it's all about timing, which was pretty funny. But yeah, that was actually a pretty great event, and always is. It always is. Even though they don't take our cars anymore, we got replaced by food trucks.
Yeah, I know.
Boo.
Just saying. And there was plenty of room.
Boo-boo.
It's the quad of a campus. There was so much room. They could have had us.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Just saying. How's the shed?
For shame, I tell you. Well, it is looking good. Oh, I sent you a picture of that car. I don't know if we can show it because there's a license plate in it. Maybe you can blur it out. But the car we found in the garage after we left Disney.
Oh, the Tron one.
Like a Tron car, kind of.
Yeah, I had pictures that I didn't put there. I don't have a problem.
I think it's a Tron car.
With showing license plates. Let's see.
Yeah.
I have to find our messenger though. It went away. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, our AC is not on, so that's why I keep wiping my forehead. I'm just as hot as heck.
That's hot.
Okay, here we go. So I took some pictures and I did not upload them either. But there was this car that has sort of Tron lines all over it. I checked to see if they were glow in the dark.
Yeah.
They were not, which made me sad.
Yeah,
but it was still pretty neat. A little Mini Cooper with Tron lines, and it was kind of clever. And then Jeff sent a picture of the shed. It's all done.
Yep.
Nice.
We finished it. Yeah, we finished it. Yep. All done.
And is it just garden storage, or is this like your new man cave?
Man cave. No. Yeah, it's going to be basically yard stuff, and I'm pretty sure my tool chest is going to be going in there.
Cool.
And I'm not sure what else. But yeah. So that's the plan, I think. And I just need to get some of those little stoppers that are about, I think they're about a half inch or 3/4 inch size, of the little plastic stoppers that have a hole in the middle, and just put them around the edge and basically screw them into the edge around the shed, so it does just more to keep the shed in place.
Oh, cool. Well, it looks good.
Similar to like what you would put on the bottom of a cane,
Right. Right on. You had started to ask a question, Colleen?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the shed was finished like 2 weeks ago, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, we're also 2 weeks behind because we didn't do a show last week.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
So.
Yeah. And before that, the only roof it had on it up until that point was a cardboard box. the cardboard from the thing. So
Nice.
yeah. So I went through the process of like taking apart because this came in 2 gigantic boxes, and they're like both of them are 8 feet long, because that's a little over 8 feet long, because that's the max length of this one side of the shed. And then it also came on a pallet about the same size, so it's like
Right.
it was like 8 by 4 by 8 or 3.5 by 8 or something. But yeah, it was huge.
Very cool.
Yeah, and boy, that was a chore. And I was told numerous times to watch the video that they put out that is supposed to help you put it together.
Yeah,
And
good luck
the
with
video,
that.
of course, the video of course starts and tells you to build the roof first. No idea why. Following that advice, I didn't actually watch the video at all.
Right.
I just followed
like
the instructions, and
That's
the
funny.
instructions were pretty clear, so I did it.
you're like, I've already started backwards. Whatever.
Yeah, no. The instructions are fine. I think that people get confused because the way they've graded the instructions for this thing, it has a page somewhere, or 2 pages somewhere around the middle in a different colored paper, and it basically all the parts are on that page with the numbers for each part. So you look if you go through the instructions, it's like use G4 or something, blah blah, and hook to this, and you look at all the parts, and like none of them have them on them. Like some of the things, like the roof pieces had them, but other than that, not much. There's not a whole lot of other labels. It's like the walls had them.
That's funny.
But if you look at the paper in the middle, it's there. But I figured it out anyway long before I got to the middle. So I was like, okay, this is the correct piece here. I could tell from here. Okay.
Years of IKEA and Legos served you well.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, I was in our little thread thing, and I found a picture that I think Kip posted of that ILM thing. This was the crowd that was there at that ILM
Oh, there you go.
old warehouse. And so this is the warehouse. It's what it looks like now. The guy with the stocking cap in the middle is Dennis Mirren, and he was one of the early members of Industrial Light and Magic, and they gave him a 50th birthday cake for the 50th birthday of ILM, and he blew out the candle and stuff, which was really great. And I was sad. So last year when we did this, Sean Christofides brought his Star Tours minivan and had it on display.
Yeah.
And he had his Captain Rex running around. Well, Dennis Mirren directed the Star Tours video for the original Star Tours ride.
Oh, man.
And Sean missed it. He didn't come this year.
Aw,
I was
too
really
bad.
bummed. So, and what you can't see, which is really neat, the Stormtrooper second from the right is Glenn Borst, and he is wearing a Joe Johnston suit. It's a regular Stormtrooper armor,
yeah.
and he's the Space Trooper, and so he's got this extra backpack thing on that he modeled after the movie, and it was really cool to see in person, especially because they showed pictures of where they shot that in this room, in this warehouse. And yeah, this
Yeah.
is. They also had the land speeder here. They shot some shots with Greedo, some pickup shots in here. They took the Death Star model out to the parking lot, and it's if you ever see
Wow.
footage of them driving past the Death Star in a truck filming explosions, this is where all that happened. So much behind the scenes stuff
Yeah.
done there, and this was a really good good crowd of people. Had a really nice night. So I'm glad that I
Cool.
found a picture of it. Kind of give you guys an idea.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Right. So is that
Yeah.
is that everything?
I
Well,
think it is
um,
everything.
I started trading today for the Nemo subs,
That's
so
fun.
I'll be doing that too now. So I'll be
Awesome.
doing not only Autopia but the submarines.
You said you got to drive the sub.
Yeah, I did it like twice, 2 times around.
Wow.
The trader. So in the little tower, the little conning tower thing, whatever that the driver stands in, there's a little space in there for someone to sit that could sit behind the driver. So my trainer was right behind me, so it was like Yoda, you know. Tell me, okay, slow to this speed. Okay, this speed. Now slow to
Oh,
this speed.
you didn't have to carry that guy on your
This,
back,
uh,
did he?
Yeah,
That'd be
no.
awkward.
Yeah. So that was kind of neat. And as basically did all the positions that you would do at the ride. I did them all today. So I have 3 more days of that. Training and then post training afterwards. So, wee.
Wacky.
Other than that, I saw Thunderbolts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Saw
did you like it?
Otherwise.
Don
So,
said he liked it.
yeah. Sparrow and I went. It was really good. Yeah,
Oh, good.
It was, I missed Captain America, the new one, in theaters, but this was really good.
I heard that current Captain America was just okay, and this was suitably better. This was what people
Oh, yeah.
wanted out of Captain America, apparently.
Did we see Captain America?
We
Yeah,
did not.
Yeah.
Even at home?
No.
Huh.
The
I
one,
don't think it's on
the one with
us yet.
Anthony
Oh, with Anthony Mackie.
Mackie.
Mackie?
Yeah, we didn't see that
Ah.
one. We were gonna go,
Yeah,
and then we
Harrison Ford.
didn't. Just like we were gonna go see Thunderbolts this weekend, early this week, and we didn't go. So it's we get busy. So yeah, we definitely did not make it, but yeah, we'll see if we can get out there and do it. Should be fun. It's we're for our birthdays we're going to Disneyland tomorrow, and that
Okay.
should be pretty good. And then
Cool.
we are seeing a movie on Saturday, so but it's old.
Yes, we're seeing an old movie. 101 Dalmatians, the animated version, is playing at the Old
Oh,
Town
okay.
Music Hall. And we're going to go dressed for the occasion. I'm going to wear the movie came out in 1961, so I'm going to wear a 1960s dress. And I have, even though it's going to be 1,000,000,000 degrees on Saturday, I have a capelet, like a really heavy capelet, that has a big wide collar on it that I'm putting Dalmatian fur over it, if I get it done.
Right.
We'll have to
Okay.
see if I get it done.
And I'm just gonna dress like Colleen's henchman. I'll wear my flat cap and my drover's coat. Although technically I need a turtleneck, but I think I could get by without the turtleneck. I don't think anyone will fault me for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's going to be 1,000,000,000 degrees on Saturday.
Yes.
Oh god, yeah. Today was hot. Jeez.
Man, it's going to be like 10 degrees hotter
Ugh.
at Disneyland tomorrow than it was today.
Yeah. I don't know how.
Are you working tomorrow, Jeff? I missed if you said that.
Yeah. I working from 6 a.m. to 2:30.
6 a.m.
So, like-
wow. We will not be there at 6
6
a.m.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let us in at 6 a.m.
Yeah. That's true.
That's really funny.
And we haven't decided what time we're going,
Yeah.
so we shall see.
Yeah.
Um,
So it's
Yeah, the time that we go tomorrow depends on whether I pre-record my show tonight or not.
yeah.
Oh, see, there you go.
So on my morning show,
It's actually only supposed to be 75 in El Segundo, so.
okay.
Be a
So
lot.
what I usually do on my morning show for my birthday is I just play music I like, because the rest of the show, the rest of the year is spent playing music for other people's birthdays. Like today was Tony Tennille's birthday from Captain and Tennille, and so I played Captain and Tennille music. And so it's just like I just play music I like. So, it shouldn't be too hard to put that show together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Oof.
What do you think? Star Wars history?
Let's do it, Jeff.
Yeah.
Star Wars history.
Yeah. Let's see here. Hold on a second. I'm trying to pull this thing up, and I'm not getting it. Is that? There it goes. Good grief. Okay. The first one is, oh gosh darn it, there it goes. May 5th, 1921. That's when Sidney Walker was born, the voice of Deej Warwick and the Caravan of Courage and Battle for Endor. So in the Ewok TV movies.
Who?
That
What
person
character
born.
was that?
And only 31 other 30 or 29 other credits. Yeah, 29 other credits. Not a lot of credits as an actor.
I don't even
But,
know what character Deej is.
It's basically it's like one of the Ewoks.
It's just one of the
Yeah,
Ewoks?
it's one of the other Ewoks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Weird.
yeah. It's like I think it's like Wicket. I think Wicket's name is like Wicket E. Warwick or something, much like
It was like Wicket W.
Which is similar
Warwick
to his
or
darn
something,
name.
yeah. As if
Yeah.
Ewoks have last names.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. So yeah, I'd have to look it up and find a picture of him so you can see what he looks like, the character looks like. But
Yeah, I mean,
that'll be fun.
I'm looking through it,
Um,
and mostly they don't name the Ewoks at all. They're just like, look, Ewoks.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
They're like, we don't know who
Usually in
these
the
guys
movie,
are.
Yeah. It's like IMDb says Deej, but it's like, as for like Star Wars, yeah, good luck. I don't know.
Yeah, you got me. Okay, I just didn't know if you knew like who he
Yeah.
was and whatever. I mean,
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he's mythical. Okay, he's like Deej Warwick, Venturous Ewok Warrior, 4 Kids. Wicket was one of them. And he was in the cartoon, but I don't think he was the voice of the cartoon voice. I think it was just for the live action specials.
okay. I just didn't know if it was like an
Yeah.
easy thing to do, and apparently it's not.
Yeah, yeah. And I found a picture of him, so But yeah,
All right, who's next?
I couldn't tell you how comparison wise to other Ewoks, difference wise. He's like, well, he's an Ewok. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, no one else really
Yeah.
knows on IMDb
Yeah.
either. So,
Yeah.
okay.
And then we have Paul Gleason. Paul Gleason was Kermit Tawani in the Battle for Endor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You will know Paul Gleason most from The Breakfast Club. Does Barry Manilow know you raid his wardrobe? He was the
Yeah.
authority figure. He
So-
was also in Trading Places.
Yeah, so he was the dad in the second Ewok movie, because the original dad, I guess they didn't get him to come back or something happened. But, so he was the dad. He played the dad in the second one,
Oh, okay.
who gets basically iced in the beginning of the movie.
Wow. We just need a guy
Yeah.
for like 10 minutes. Are you in?
Exactly.
That's pretty
But
funny.
yeah, and we know he's tons of other work.
Yeah.
Training Places and Die Hard and stuff. So lots of other stuff.
Well, Paul Gleason,
Yeah.
he's got 157 credits to his name,
Yeah.
and was just a perennial authority figure. I mean, he was like FBI agents and cops and all this kind of. I'm trying to find like a comedy, and I'm failing.
Just the Ewok thing. He was a good guy. He was a normal good guy, I guess.
Right. Funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool.
So,
yeah, we always liked him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Also, we'll go into it now. We're done with the peoples. Now, where the regular history is May 7th, 1983. That's when they did an advanced screening of Return of the Jedi for LFL staff and the families at the Coronet Theater in San Francisco.
Cool.
Yeah. May 5th, 2000, the year 2000. That's when the first Star Wars weekend was held at MGM Studios in Florida.
Yeah, it was really interesting having that Star Wars night this past May the 4th, because all of the people from Florida were like, "Oh man, I miss Star Wars weekends and this that." And like some of us never got to go. The year Colleen and I decided we were going to go, they canceled it.
Yeah.
So like we were getting ready to do it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, not this year, sorry."
Yeah.
And so I just
exactly.
I just love how bent out of shape the people in Florida get all the time. How come California gets everything?
I know.
It's like, no, you guys only did like 10 years of Star Wars weekends, but
I know.
and we got oh my God, one Star Wars night that costume people get to participate in.
Hang on. There was more than one Star Wars night.
There was.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was more than one Star Wars night, but the 501st only participated in this one this year.
Oh, I see.
May the 4th. They didn't come for any other Star Wars nights. They
Yeah.
just did that one night. And then prior to that, it was like 5 or 6 years ago when they did it.
I didn't get what you were talking about.
Yeah.
So.
The last time, or first time, I guess we did it, one of them was like on the 3rd of May, and then one of them fell on my birthday. Actually, what was really great is
I didn't go.
it was not only my birthday, it was also Christina's birthday, and so I played Luke and she plays Leia, General Leia. And so it was funny, we each got each other birthday buttons that said happy birthday Luke, happy birthday Leia. It was very funny. It was really fun.
Nice. And the last bit of news is May 3rd, 2002 is when Celebration 2 kicked off at Indianapolis.
Nice. Didn't go to that one.
There we go.
Went to number 3.
Yeah.
But I never hear much about 2. Celebration 1 took place in a muddy airbase. And so people always talk about that. I never hear much about Celebration 2. It must have been relatively uneventful, because everybody talks about like Celebration 3, Celebration 4. Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't very populated.
Yeah.
That's what the problem was.
Well, they did it 2 years in a row in the same place.
Yeah.
So it must have been okay.
Yeah. Grogu has a big dream. There is a Lego Star Wars short. It's 2 minutes long. That's about Grogu. Lego Grogu. It's hard to say. Lego Grogu. And it's adorable, as you would expect, so you should watch it.
Okay. Sounds good. We had a couple of people talk about their birthdays on the chat. Jackson Raster said their birthday was on the 28th of April. And the Lady A said their birthday is April 29th. So,
happy birthday.
Happy belated.
Yay.
Did you guys get a chance to see the photo that Carrie Fisher's daughter Billy posted of her children watching Return of the Jedi? And it has Leia on the screen with her grandkids right in front of her.
It was
This is
super
very
super
cute
cool.
picture.
I'll put it up here for the video people. It reminds me of a thing that Carrie Fisher used to talk about, where she said she would show Billy Return of the Jedi and point to herself in the metal bikini and go, "That's the body you're going to get." But yeah, this is pretty cute.
Oh, boy.
Definitely adorable kids watching Grandma on TV. So very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Someone taught the world how to say "May the Force be with you" in American Sign Language for Star Wars Day. And it was really cool. And when I saw the video, I was like, oh, I need to learn how to do that. And then I immediately forgot.
No, that's
So-
a bummer.
Oh.
Yeah. Did anybody learn it?
No, and
I'm assuming Kelly already knew because she...
Kelly would know. But
Yeah,
what's really
speaks-
funny is that sometimes
What's it, something?
the things are not.
This.
Sometimes they're different depending on who does it. Which was
Yeah.
a thing where it's like you can say "May the Force be with you" in Spanish like 3 different ways, depending on how you're doing it. So,
Yeah.
but
There was something where you went around and did this and then
yeah,
did this.
Force
It was
Force
like-
apparently is like
remember.
this, something
yeah,
like
the finger,
that.
and then you grab. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And then. Yeah.
but yeah, and then they got into like force choking, and there was all sorts of weirdness going on.
Yeah. well,
But yeah, my problem is like I can look at it, I can check it out, and I will totally forget how to do it.
So, Don asks if camera is misspelled in Orabesh underneath my picture. And I think he's right.
It may be. I don't know.
It looks like it says Camarera 1.
Yeah, maybe it has a
It's
an
got an
extra thing in it.
an extra I, and an extra R.
Yeah, must have had some keyboard bounce
sorry.
or something.
An extra isk and an extra resh. I only know that because I have the Orabesh alphabet translator up in front of me.
I see. Okay.
I don't have memorized the
Yeah,
Orabesh alphabet.
it happens
names.
once in a while. He was talking about too. I think he's apparently doing quality control on our layout.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how your camera was not lined up properly in our little feed here
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't know what to make of it.
with all of that. So it's there's sometimes it happens. Some of these things don't always stay where you put them. And, sometimes, you get keyboard bounce or weird stuff
we must
happens.
be boring if John's doing all this QC on us.
Right?
We'll have to be more exciting.
Don?
That's right.
Oh,
Sorry,
dear.
this is the energy level that I have today. So
It's-
that's
it's-
what you're going to get.
It's been a week, and
Yeah.
we're really tired.
Yeah,
It feels
well,
like
sure.
I
Oh,
hope
sure.
that God likes tacos because if he's inside everybody, like some people say, that is what he is going to
That
get.
is what he's going to get.
Tacos. Empire Strikes Back as told by Miss Piggy.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
pretty dang funny.
It was amusing. I can play it in a minute, so I'll tell you what we will do. Let me go find it, and while I do that, I will remind you that you are listening to Docking Bay 94 over at sci-fi radio, sci-fi for your Wi-Fi. And if you are watching us, then you can see us at YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, any of those things. I am Sean Obi-Shawn Crosby.
This is Jeff Soul Donoho.
I'm Colleen Kaylee Crosby.
And of course, Boba-Kit Sovine keeps our document running smoothly over here and posts links and does all that kind of great stuff. So we're grateful to her. Let me get my little volume mixer here and turn this back on, and I will play for you Miss Piggy's discussion, her interpretation of The Empire Strikes Back. Here we go. I think this will do it.
A long time ago, in a galaxy, well, somewhere, nobody really knows, The Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, when I watched it, I was like, dropped in the middle of a story. What's that all about? From the beginning, this movie is just chock full of Disney legends. You got Carrie Fisher, Disney legend, arguing with Harrison Ford, another Disney legend. It'd be nice to add future Disney legend Miss Piggy to this franchise. And then you got Mark Hamill, also a Disney legend who's lost somewhere on his little snow donkey. Then those big mechanical, what are they called? AT-ATs. That's silly, that can't be right. Anyway, they can be tripped by like one guy, ships flying, ships being shot at, pew pew pew. Meanwhile, Mark Hamill flies off to meet some Jedi guy. Looks kind of like a green chihuahua in a burlap sack. Didn't like it. Weird voice. Darth Vader. Nice cape. Gotta respect that. So then they go meet Billy D. Williams. No. First they get stuck in some sort of space worm or something. Then they go meet Billy D. Williams, who has got to go down in the history books as a grade A Star Wars hero. Also has a cape and a mustache. They try to tell Mark Hamill it's a trap, but no, he has to be a hero. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew. That's not the other way, is it? Pew, pew, pew. Clearly, Carrie Fisher's a powerful princess, and Harrison Ford knows it. But it's a real will they or won't they? I love you. I know. And then Mark Hamill and Darth Vader fight with their little colored flashlights. Meow. 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 Oh! He cut off his hand! Oh no! It's a whole thing! No, Mark Hamill. I am your daddy. Do I have that right? And then it just ends! It ends without even finishing the story! Pew! Pew, pew, pew! Pew, 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 pew!
So who's
Pew, pew,
doing
pew.
the voice of Miss
You
Piggy
know, I have
there?
experience on a starship, actually. Have you ever heard of pigs in space? Pew, pew!
I'm
A
not sure.
long time.
I don't know who
Because
is currently
it's not Frank,
the voice.
obviously, but
Right.
I don't know who's
Yeah,
doing
it sounds
lately.
weird.
Yeah, she does sound a little strange. We've had a lot of that this weekend this week where it was Yosemite Sam's birthday, and I played some songs from Yosemite Sam, and like one of them is Mel Blanc, and it sounds like Yosemite Sam, and then the newer guy, not so much. It was definitely kind of wacky. But I think I'd have to look up. Are you searching for it, Jeff? Who's the current voice of Miss Piggy?
I'm not necessarily sure. It could be Eric Jacobson, but I'm not sure.
But yeah, it does.
Frank also succeeded by with Eric Jacobson.
Yeah, it's probably
So
Eric
that might be
Jacobson.
the current one.
Because, she sounds... They gave her a little bit of a different look, too, and she sounds like a lot softer, whereas Frank is a lot more aggressive. This was a pretty soft Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
I thought, but...
Yeah, I thought so too. Very soft.
Yes. And they also... She has a current look where she looks kind of a lot more like Jennifer Aniston. Than previous incarnations. They've like softened her hair and done a bunch of stuff. It's kind of funny.
All right, so we have some information from last week's show that we missed. There's a whole bunch of information here about May the 4th in Disney and Legos and things like that. Should we hop over that since May the 4th is over? Or do you want to talk about it?
Well, let me take a quick look at what was here. Yeah, I mean, we talked about some of the stuff that they were offering at the parks, for sure.
Yeah.
And I guess there were some new Lego sets coming out. We could talk about
All right.
the Lego sets.
Let's see what Lego sets you can buy.
Oh, actually, I saw most of these at Target, which was pretty funny.
Yeah.
My gosh.
The Lego brick built Star Wars logo is kind of funny.
It's basically if you want a logo, and let me get over here to the and apologies that these are like all on Amazon or
I didn't see
whatever.
anything I'd buy.
So I mean, basically, it's the letters of Star Wars with like kind of a tech background. There is a little secret door in the top. Do they show it here? No, they have videos. There's a secret door in the top that if you open it, has the Star Destroyer and Princess Leia's Tantive 4
Oh, that's fun.
in it, but they don't seem to show it here. It's on the box, and but they don't show it there.
Rude.
So I thought it was rude. Because that's like one of the coolest things about it. What other? There's a Chopper set of Chopper the droid, not like a motorcycle chopper.
Yeah.
There's a Jango Fett's fire spray class starship, because of course we have renamed it. There was a Kylo Ren helmet, a Jango Fett helmet, an AT-AT driver helmet, Kylo Ren's shuttle, the U-Wing starfighter, and then a bunch of those Brickheads character guys. So, which I think are very weird. It's like raving rabbits mated with Star Wars. It looks very strange.
It is very strange. Apparently on May 4th, they had on Disney Plus, when you started it up, they had a lightsaber that like ignited.
Was it only May the 4th? Because I remember seeing it.
Do you?
It was pretty cool, yeah. And so the big swoosh went across, and then the lightsaber showed up in the same track and cut through it.
I don't think I saw it.
You mentioned it.
Did I?
Yeah, you went, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay. Well, I saw it
when
and then quickly put it out of my mind.
quickly forgot about it.
Yeah.
I
and then
went on today, and it went like halfway and stopped, and then reset as the regular logo.
Oh, no, bummer. They should have left it.
Weird.
They should have left it in front of Andor.
Yeah, I know. Jeez.
I mean, yeah. Our internet has been wonky the past couple of weeks, so like Disney Plus didn't even work at all for a couple of days. You just got an error message when you tried to log into it, or we did.
Yeah, we are way behind on Andor, and that's part of it.
Yeah. There was a Fortnite watch party for the first 2 episodes of Tales of the Underworld.
Okay.
Tales of the Underworld is the animated story that has Asajj Ventress and Cad Bane.
Yeah.
So those are of course on Disney Plus, and they're kind of a sequel to like Tales of the Jedi, if you remember those ones with Ahsoka and Count Dooku.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're both pretty good. They're enjoyable.
We'll see. The Tales of the Jedi were just okay.
You get a history of Cad Bane, and
Jeff and I saw some
too much detail into it, but yeah.
Jeff and I saw someone applying their Cad Bane makeup at the park. They were sitting over by Kylo Ren's ship, and their like girlfriend or something was painting them blue. It's really funny. And she's like, "He's going to be Cad Bane." It's like, we know. Come on. Yeah, so you could watch these inside of Fortnite, the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool. Basically, just stand there and look at a screen like a drive-in. And then in Fortnite, you could play as Darth Jar Jar or Emperor Palpatine.
Okay. And all the episodes are now on Disney Plus, though, so you can watch
great.
them now.
Nika Futterman, Corey Burton, AJ Locasio, Claire Grant. We know Claire Grant. And Eric Lopez. Nice.
All right. Moving on to theme parks, we have the 70th anniversary food guide, which, for Disneyland, has weird-looking pie.
And they have a countdown apparently on this page. I will show you. This is the official Disney Parks blog. And
69 days, 3 hours, 48 minutes, and 58 seconds.
57, 56, 55, 54.
Yeah.
69, dudes. Excuse me. Yeah, some of these are kind of cute little bento boxy things. And
Those are the World of Color Happiness dessert parties, or the Better Together Pixar Pals Celebration Parade dessert party. I don't know. And at Disneyland Park, they've got a Paint the Night dining package, which is the chicken that's below that.
Okay.
After our experience at California Adventure about 3 weeks ago, I don't think I would do that. Although I have heard that the dessert party is a better kind of a deal than the
actual
than the
meal
dinner is. Yeah.
Yeah. And less of a time sink, I imagine. Okay, this barbecue chicken and pineapple pizza looks good at Alien Pizza Planet.
Well, you will have the chance to get that.
That looks pretty great. I would totally eat that.
It's interesting. It doesn't say. I guess everything's going to be in 69 days. So
Right.
You'll have to remember that it exists.
Yeah, there's a whole countdown to a bunch of stuff. So the official birthday of Disneyland is July 16th, and that's when they're going to start a lot of stuff. That's also when the Walt Disney Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln overlay gets put in.
So why do they do all the celebrations on the 17th if the official date is on the 16th?
I said the 17th, did I not? Did I say the 16th?
I thought you said the 16th, but maybe
I thought I said
don't
the
know.
17th. Maybe I'm wrong. No,
Did
it's the
you hear
17th.
Jeff? Maybe I don't know.
I didn't hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to go to the playback after the show.
Wow, he cares a lot.
Not really. Anyway, lots of desserts, lots of pizza. There's Carl Strauss Brewing Company has a 70th anniversary IPA. There's a tropical rum cocktail. Those are both at the Carnation Cafe, which serves booze now.
Yeah.
That was kind of a big deal.
Lots of booze in these choices.
Yeah, cottage fries, cowboy fries, a 70th celebration churro. There's a Gibson Girl banana split. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. So
I have to say, seeing these loaded fries from the Golden Horseshoe,
yeah,
the loaded fries at the Country Bear Barbecue or whatever it's called now.
Bengal barbecue.
No, Country Bear.
Hungry Bear.
Hungry
barbecue.
Bear. Okay. Oh my gosh, they're so good.
I like that place quite a bit. It's rapidly becoming my favorite place to, like, I don't want to think, I just want to eat. I just go there now.
Well, they've got at Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, they're going to have for the 70th honey cold brew, which is honey sweetened cold brew with cream topper, honey drizzle, and honeycombs.
Honeycomb cereal.
Yeah.
Yep.
They call it honey cereal, but you know it's honeycomb
Right.
because you grew up eating cereal on your Saturday mornings.
Listening to the Super Sugar Bear, Super Sugar Crisp Bear.
Can't get enough Super Sugar Crisp.
That's a different one.
Let's see.
Okay, so the Jolly
Honeycomb
Holiday
Big, yeah.
Bakery
It's a
Cafe
small
has
one,
the that piece of pie looking thing.
Right. It's the 70th celebration macaron, apparently.
So it's weird though. It doesn't look like a macaron.
it does not.
It looks like something else.
Looks like a
the
piece-
bottom doesn't look. The top looks like macaron.
Right.
The bottom looks like cake.
Right.
It's weird.
And there's the Matterhorn macaroon.
Yes, it's bad that they have a macaron and a macaroon.
I think it's terrible for
right
the
next to
cast
each other.
members, man. Somebody's going, I would like the macaroon, and they're going to get the wrong cookie.
Oh, look at the cake from Plaza Inn. I would totally eat that.
Yeah, that
I have to say that the
looks fun.
cake from Plaza Inn is consistently good.
It is pretty amazing.
And the Mickey hat cookie is so adorable that Don should have it when his group goes with sweatshirts. Or
Right,
sweaters,
to
let's
do
say.
the Mickey Mouse Club
Yeah.
bounding. Celebration cake is layers of pound cake, cherry compote, confetti cake, vanilla bean white chocolate mousse, and lemon curd pastry cream covered with a white chocolate ganache buttercream. Available May 16th through June 1st.
Joe, none for me.
And then starting again, July 1st. They're taking a month off. They must be doing something special for that month.
Weird.
That's pretty weird. Levin chiffon pretzel near Star Tours. Mocha cream puff and fried tamale walking taco at Rancho del Zocalo. Red Rose Tavern. There's no gray stuff variant. Hook's Galley tuna melt. Now, Hook's Galley was the ship they took out, right? It used to be there in Fantasyland, and they took it out.
It was like Chicken of the Sea or something.
Oh, I see. They're calling this 70th stuff, even though it's not gray stuff. It's white chocolate.
Yeah, it's white
mousse.
stuff.
Yeah. Sparkling peach punch. No alcohol. And it's like got boba in it. Anyway, a lot of this looks pretty good. Jeff?
Oh my gosh.
What?
I need to see Thunderbolts. I wanted to see it earlier. Like, we just, our week took a hard left turn.
Our week was rough. We wanted to see it
Yeah.
Tuesday. We were trying to do it before spoilers.
But somebody said that it's the Breakfast Club in tactical gear.
Funny.
I want to see it.
Sure.
Oh, that's funny. That
Well-
blue drink looks like something Jeff would drink.
Yeah, but Jeff usually drinks, he usually drinks like Gatorade.
Oh.
That is
That's
apparently
it's-
just called Dancing Shimmering Lights.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Berry
a lemonade,
lemonade.
so I could probably drink it, but not a lot of it.
This looks like a weird mint julep variant. Oh, it's a celebration cocktail. Anyway, there's lots of things, and they're apparently offering a 70th anniversary champagne flute, which is a pink dragon fruit mimosa. Waffles.
Yeah.
There's a 70th anniversary Mickey head balloon popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
There's a Mickey Mouse in a tuxedo popcorn bucket. This one I kind of liked. It was the Abominable Snowman sipper.
Oh, that one is so cute.
It's really cute. His
Yeah.
eyes light up and he growls, and I'm there for it. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
There's the 70th celebration popcorn bucket, which is usually what they do for multiple refill popcorns. So you can you buy the bucket and then you bring it back and you pay $1 and you get more popcorn. There's a standard sipper, stainless steel tumbler, a marquee bottle topper that looks like the original sign in front of Disneyland with the multicolored letters.
Yeah.
And there is a pretty cute Tinkerbell straw clip. But a thing about those straw clips, they only work on the silly straws that come with them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to put it on your backpack or something.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a
I think I have a Kermit one somewhere.
D glow cube. Tomorrowland Skyline Terrace cup. I guess it's just a plastic cup that has it's a very 1960s looking Tomorrowland thing with the People Mover and Skyway and a bunch of things like that.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of stuff at the hotel. we could go on forever and ever and ever. Because
Oh my
there's
gosh.
Just so much stuff.
There is a balloon Mickey marshmallow pop.
Yeah.
It's adorable. Like, I wouldn't want one, but it's adorable. There. Oh, no, that's not it. There it is.
Yeah, it's the blue one right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, it's cute. I would eat that.
Yeah.
Colleen's like, I would not eat that.
I would not
Yeah.
eat that.
Colleen
Unless
would buy it for me and watch me eat it.
Right. That would be it.
Right.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Yeah. The original Haunted Mansion store in New Orleans Square is now a faux jazz bar seating area. So when you go to the what is the Royal Street Veranda, which has like bread bowl soup and drinks at it, you can go into what was the shop next door and sit at tables there and eat.
Yeah,
Wild.
I went in and I took some pictures of it, and I'm trying to get to the pictures of it, but I can't find our little chatty thing on my phone.
Oh boy.
So bizarre.
So the 70th anniversary logo, at least, I don't know if they're done decorating the castle yet, but the logo thing is on the front of the castle,
yeah.
and they have some gold banners. And one of the monorails is also decorated as well. One of
Oh,
the
cool.
bellies.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I got my profile switched because somebody replied to us on the page, and I lost our thing. Jeff and I went to check out that that seating area, which I'm a little bit sad about. I mean, the store obviously was a redundancy.
I don't know. I liked it back before it was the Haunted Mansion store, when it was a vintage shop.
Right, and that was
really
that
good.
was
Yeah.
certainly super cool. Okay, I think I got the pictures up here. It was kind of underwhelming, and oh my gosh, I'm having the worst time with Messenger tonight. Like everywhere, it is like not playing well with me, and it keeps signing me out of it, which I find to be very, very tedious. Okay, here we go.
I didn't even know you could sign out of Messenger.
Yeah, well, it puts me in the DB94 account when somebody replies to the DB94 account.
Oh.
And which somebody did tonight, and it kind of messed me up. Anyway, this is what it looks like now. And so you can still see the back counter area where the
register used to
register was. Now there's like a big table to sit there. There's all these like padded walls, which are a little weird. They sort of put up a couple of posters, and it's a sizable space without all the junk in it. For people to sit, and it seems pretty good.
But not too good?
Yeah, I mean, it's just okay. It just looks like a room they hadn't figured out what to do with yet now, because it's not really particularly well themed, and it still has a little bit of the old theming behind the table there, and when we went in, there was like one person sitting in there eating.
Yeah, people probably don't really know that it's there yet.
Yeah,
So I imagine that'll change.
But I mean, it's okay, and they tried to tie it in with the other stuff that's going on, like the jazz posters over on the left and things like that, and but like every piece of lighting in there is different from every other piece of lighting in there. it's very ramshackle. So we'll see. They'll get to it eventually.
I like it.
All right. Moving over to Knott's Berry Farm in California. For only 3 weeks, and I don't know when that 3 weeks started, if it started this week or this could be the end of it. The Galloping Goose is at Knott's Berry Farm. And the Galloping Goose is a train that used to deliver mail and looks like a bus. It's like a
it's
big
been
white
there-
bus that rides on train tracks.
Yeah, they've had it for quite a while. They take it out from time to time. So Usually when
apparently
they're
they've-
maybe because they're trying to because the train might not be going or something. But yeah,
Right. They don't bring it out very often. And
Yeah.
here's a picture of it, but it's not like a very big picture of it.
It was apparently built in the 1930s.
Yeah, and so I mean it's pretty interesting. And they made a very limited number of these, and this one's got a snowplow attachment to it.
It apparently the
Yeah.
reason they call it the galloping goose is that it sways from side to side, so it looks like a goose that's running.
Yeah, and so in lieu of the train robbers at Knott's are now robbing this. And what was really funny, I saw somebody's video that they shot, and the train robbers were slaying Disney, and how expensive they were, how hard it was to get in, the reservation system. They were ripping it apart. It was really funny, really, really funny. And I think the guy was just completely riffing, and while they were getting a good reaction, he just like kept upping the ante on it. It was funny, to be sure.
And then we've got an announcement of a new Disney park. So if you have already collected the whole set of Disney parks around the world, you have this to look forward to. The Disney park coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi, Abu Dhabi. Yeah, I'm really on the fence about this. There's a lot of stuff that happens in Abu Dhabi that like is not super human rights friendly kind of a deal. I don't know how well this is going to go. I mean, typically with Disney parks, there's a really high LGBTQ quotient of people who go to work there, and it is illegal to be LGBTQ in Abu Dhabi.
Well, that bites.
So that's kind of a problem, and it's I also don't know how long it's going to take to build this thing, but I do have their picture. Let me get that. Hang on. Here you go. So they've got this as sort of their promo ad thing, and it could be interesting. Although these things are like so super vague that it's like, oh, there's going to be a park like right here. So we'll see, but it'll be their seventh park. We'll have to see what they include in it as their attractions.
Yeah,
and
I mean, Garfield tried to send Odie there
to Abu Dhabi, yeah, but I think at that point it was just a funny thing to say. As adults, Abu Dhabi has a little more of a sinister connotation.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering is, I think that this is like Tokyo Disneyland. They are licensing it to another company because it says here it will be fully developed and built by Miral, which is a company. It says Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, where we preserve our past while designing the future. His Excellency Mohammed Khalifa Al Mubarak, chairman at Miral, said. So the company's like gonna do it. And I'm gonna open the link here and see what the company says it is. They're just builders, apparently.
Bizarre.
And they're being progressive, committed, and joyful. That's really kind of like all they say. So anyway, it's gonna be kind of interesting to see. It may be epic or not. I don't know. So, but it's like Disney's sort of licensing the things, and it's they're going to operate the resort, and Disney's not.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
yeah, it is very much one of the things. It'll probably go up very quickly because their parks, their buildings go up very quickly in Abu Dhabi, and they have a lot of quick builds out there. So
Yeah.
we'll have to see how it goes. Well, I have been seeing a lot of disappointing cast members, though, who are a little disappointed in Disney for doing it.
Yeah.
But different cultures do what they do. So
Yeah.
And this is one that Sean's excited about. There are themed statues being added to the tops of some trash cans because Disneyland has a new type of trash can. You want to tell us about it, Sean?
Well, and actually, this is a thing that Colleen actually really likes too, because we do this here at the house, and she's.
I like the fact of the trash can. You like the statues that are on top
Right.
of them. I haven't seen them, so other than in
I meant to
pictures.
go get pictures on the 4th. I completely failed. But they already have mixed recycling cans, and then they have trash cans. And they're adding a third for food scraps only. And so I don't know if that is also going to encompass paper with food on it or what.
We went to a Jack in the Box last night, and they had the 3 stations, and one was recycling, and one was garbage, and one was food waste. But they said food only. You weren't allowed to put paper that had been soiled in it. So that was kind of sad because that means it's going to go in the garbage side and cause more global warming.
Right. So this is the Galactic grill, and they put
So
a
cute.
BD1 droid on top of it. It says food scraps only, and in the tiniest of print, it says this bin is for refueling biological organisms. And needless to say, he's bolted on top of the trash can.
Yeah.
And so, but this is like this really neat, like steel dimensional droid that's up on top of the thing. And then over in Cars Land, at the Cozy Cone, they have food scraps only in an orange cone up on top of it. And so you can see that they are color coding these trash cans. And it's my hope that if they do this to Galaxy's Edge, they don't take like my trash can part off, because I would be really sad if they did this and then didn't put my number back on it, because I feel very proprietary over my trash cans. But so it's food only and mixed recycling, and then regular trash. So we'll have to see how that all shakes out. But this is kind of a cute way to draw people's attention to this. This one's at Flows, and so it's got sort of a speedometer dashboard kind of look to it, and kind of a deco vibe, which is cool.
Oh, that is neat.
Yeah, so kind of like that. Although it would be awesome if those dials were like temperature and barometric pressure or something. Anyway, I meant to have Jeff and I go take a look at these, at least the ones over at the Galactic Grill when we were there May 4th, and completely spaced. We went over there and then I forgot all about it, which was a bummer.
So well.
We'll have to go look tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll go check it out.
Yeah. And then the Red Guardian is coming as a walk-around character to DCA. And when I say is coming, I mean
Is already there. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a face-off with David Harbour, and it looks pretty good. They got a pretty good guy to do it, and it's funny to see them like side by side. There's like a Facebook video. I wonder if I can get this to run here.
It was a cute little video.
Yeah, no sound, but he's, seeing all the other characters, waving, checking people out. And there's a popcorn bucket for him that is his limo service. What is this? Where did that go? It went away.
I don't know. It went to like
Lame.
Star Wars.
It did. Very lame.
Yeah.
Like, we were almost there. Come on. Yeah, the popcorn bucket at one of the theaters is his limo service, which is really funny. And so it's like open on one side. But yeah, so they got this guy who's being David Harbour. I'm just glad they're getting overweight superheroes in there. That's all I got to say.
Moving to other spots in California, Universal Studios Fast and Furious roller coaster. The track is apparently completed, and we have a video of that track.
I am very sad, by the way, that all these videos are like all in phone format. Yeah. It's just a drag. It's somebody like flew a drone over it or something. They're not running cars or anything on it. It's also like gray, so I don't know if they're gonna paint it something better.
I don't think I want to ride on this. This looks awful.
You're not a huge coaster fan anyway.
That's right.
So yeah, we'll have to see. It's really hard to tell from this track what the path is of the cars.
Right.
But it is a Fast and Furious thing, so of course they're doing weird stuff, and I'm seeing some interesting twists and such in it. So, yeah, it could be okay.
And finally, Tokyo has teased the removal of Jungle Cruise, Tiki Room, Treehouse, and the train for a new Adventureland to feature Up and The Incredibles, which I don't know. Maybe this is a rumor, Jeff.
It says
you made a noise like
it says it's breaking. It doesn't say. I'm trying to see where their announcement is.
Where it's coming from?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, it says they're considering the major overhaul. This is also Walt Disney World News today. They haven't been entirely accurate later.
Oh, yeah, it says Tokyo recently. Disney considering, you're right.
Right, and so, I mean, it could be anything. The press release and other information disseminated by the Oriental Land Company today do little to explain the above art, other than give a timeline and inform the public of the possible project.
I love the train, but I have to say that the train in Tokyo is disappointing. It's so short.
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't go around the whole park. It just goes around like one land, and it only has one station. So you can't really use it for transportation. It's just a ride.
It says here apparently they've shut down Space Mountain and are building a new version of it. I don't know. I mean, it's their park. They can do what they want. So we'll have to see. Their version of the Tiki Room has Stitch in it, which is odd. Mm-hmm. So.
And we went on the Jungle Cruise, didn't we?
We did. Yep.
Yeah.
They had cool little boats.
Cool little boats is what you said.
Yes, that is what I said.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so Sean, do you want to take the rest in peace section, and then we'll have a real quick.
I will. Round. You got it. The writer of and original singer-songwriter of "I Kissed a Girl," Jill Sobule, passed away in a house fire, which was pretty sad. The song was from 1995 and considered to be the first sort of openly gay-themed song to make it into the Billboard Top 20. And she had a song in the Clueless soundtrack and had an autobiographical musical called F 7th Grade, and you know what the F is for. But anyway, that's a sad to hear about that. We had Tilly, who passed away at the age of 16. Tilly was a river otter at the Oregon Zoo. And so she was the oldest member of their family there at the zoo. And she had what they call failure to thrive. So she passed away. At 16, she was pretty old because out in the wild, river otters tend to live about 12 to 13 years. So very sad. We lost comedian Ruth Bootsy, better known as Ruth Buzzy. Nobody could pronounce her name properly, Buzzi, because apparently nobody ate enough pizza. But anyway, she changed her name to Buzzy because it was just easier. She was on Laugh-In, of course, passed away at the age of 88. There was a lovely memorial written by Goldie Hawn for her, where they were really good friends on Laugh-In. And, she succumbed to natural causes. But she was in Sweet Charity on Broadway. She was in That Girl, if you remember the Marlo Thomas show, That Girl. And she did a kids show called The Lost Saucer with Jim Nabors, if you remember that. And also appeared on Sesame Street quite a bit. So sad to hear of her passing. Lar Park Lincoln, who was a Knots Landing actress and who was in Friday the 13th Part 7, passed away at the age of 63. She founded a actress audition studios school in Dallas, and also published a book about surviving in the entertainment industry and doing well. So she had a 45-year career, but they don't say from what she passed away. And then Walt Joggety has passed away. He was general manager of the Cardinals and the Reds baseball teams. Died at the age of 74. So if you're a baseball fan, take a look at his career, where for 13 seasons he was general manager of the St. Louis Cardinals.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Jeff, you want to take a speed round topic?
Sure. And I didn't put this on here. Someone else did. Jeremy Renner says that he declined to do season 2 of Hawkeye because the, quote, penny pinchers offered him half the money of season 1 to do season 2.
Oh, wow.
And he said it was right after it was after he had the snowplow accident, and he says, "Why do you think I'm only half the Jeremy because I got ran over?"
Yeah.
So yeah. He said he's still willing to do it, and he doesn't want more money. He's like, just pay me the same you paid me for the first season, I'll do it. But that's where it's at right now.
Yeah, which was too bad. I mean, it sounds like a no-brainer, doesn't it? But sometimes companies get cheap. I've been at jobs where they're like, "Oh, we'd love to keep you on if you will only take, half a pay cut." Exhausting.
Sean, what do you want to talk about?
So Disney got hacked in a very roundabout way. He hacked a Disney cast member computer, and they caught him, and he pled guilty to doing it. But he did steal confidential company and personal data while he was pretending to be part of an anti-AI hacktivist group. He's 25-year-old and pled guilty to 2 felony charges of hacking. He lives just north of L.A. here in Santa Clarita, and could get 10 years in prison. He set up his trap on GitHub and was sharing a computer program that was supposed to create artificial intelligence generated art. And so when you downloaded it, you actually got a malicious file that let this guy into your computer And when he did that to a Walt Disney Company employee, it got into all of his stuff on the computer, all the personal information, all that kind of things. And then he released all of these hacked files out to the public because the guy didn't want to be bribed. And so Slack files, the employee's bank and medical and personal information, kind of a jerk move. So anyway, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's they're going to have to see how big it is, see who it affects, what employees, and cast members it affects, and if it affects any of the general public, depending on what this employee had access to and what was on his personal computer.
Man.
Total
Good
bummer.
grief.
Jeff?
Oh, okay. I'll talk about this one. So I guess it's fairly soon. I can't remember what they said was the date here. Around May 10th, the descent is going. So around May 10th, a dead Soviet space probe will be falling back to Earth, which is about the size of like a Volkswagen.
No, not quite that big. It's a meter in diameter. I thought I heard.
That was a little bigger. Yeah, the Cosmos 482.
Yeah.
So, it was. I think it was supposed to go off to Venus and just never made it there. It like got stuck in our orbit.
Yeah, its second
So
stage
it's gonna
never
go-
fired, and so the rest of it fell to Earth in 1972. But this probe, which was meant to land on Venus, has been circling in a deteriorating orbit for 50 years. It's about half a ton. It's like 1,100 pounds.
Yeah.
And it should land on the planet in one piece because, of course, it was designed to land on Venus, and it has parachutes, but it also has a dead battery, so probably not gonna launch those parachutes to save it.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
And it'll probably land in
So,
the water
but-
somewhere.
Yeah, no idea where exactly it's gonna hit. Maybe Mar-a-Lago, but
Well, I mean,
who knows?
we could be optimistic, but they don't know where it's going to land because they don't have enough
No, not
information
at all.
yet, and it could take a week to land.
yeah, it's like they expect somewhere around May 10th. Is what it's saying. So,
So
could be
Saturday.
this weekend, I guess.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Wow. John Lithgow says he absolutely didn't expect any J.K. Rowling backlash after joining HBO's Harry Potter series. And he basically doesn't understand why people are upset. And I can't tell if that's because he's anti-trans, which I can't imagine because he's played trans characters before, or he's just aging and doesn't pay as much attention to the world around him anymore.
I think he's just not paying enough attention.
Yeah, I think that too.
Yeah.
And it's really sad because the series, I suppose, could be cool, but I'm certainly not going to go out of my way to watch it.
Yeah, well,
No.
and actors love to work, and that's great. But yeah, I mean, nobody that I can think of that I know wants to put any money in J.K. Rowling's pocket.
Right. And he says that when he first was maybe considering, just after he got the role, a very good friend who's the mother of a trans child sent him an open letter entitled "An Open Letter to John Lithgow, Please Walk Away from Harry Potter." And he said that was the canary in the coal mine. And he didn't understand why J.K. Rowling's past comments should affect the project. But I think what he's not getting is that it's not past comments. She keeps doubling down and tripling down and
Right.
quadrupling down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So come on,
yeah.
John Lithgow.
tedious.
Yeah.
Tedious
Sean?
for sure. Not to be like terribly self-serving here, but if you happen to be scrolling through news sites and see an article about Star Wars fans and lightsabers. The headline is usually something like Star Wars fans only just realizing how lightsabers worked in the original movies, which is dumb because those of us who have been around since the early days know how they did the special effects for the lightsabers, which is what this article is about. There's a little caption that says, a film buff has revealed how lightsabers worked in the early Star Wars films. The image is pulled from Getty Images, and it is me, which was a very weird thing to see. And I went to Getty Images. I could not find the picture to see if it was like taken by a friend of mine. Like I have a friend named Al Ortega who puts Getty Images up all the time. Things like that. I have no clue where this was taken. Very wacky, very strange, and people keep sending it to me, for which I'm grateful. I love seeing where it shows up. This is the Irish Star newspaper. It's all over the UK for some reason. And all I can think of is maybe they thought I was Alec Guinness. I have no idea. Very weird.
That would be funny.
But, I'm tickled nonetheless, even though the article's dumb.
Yeah.
It's still fun to see yourself show up in the newspaper.
Yeah. Jeff?
Wow, yeah. It's like one of those Lone Pine Mall. What?
Right.
Yeah. I thought this was kind of neat, and Colleen already knew about this one already, or at least the person involved.
Oh, yes. I was going to talk about this
Sean,
next.
but, okay. Lisa Liu got her star unveiled on the Hollywood Walk of Fame at age 98.
She's the oldest person to ever receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
And she was a very good friend of my dad's. So they went to college together at the Pasadena Playhouse. And I think it's the first time that someone that I know personally has gotten a star on the Walk of Fame. I'm sure Sean has people that he's been like, oh, I know that person. But this is the first time that it was someone that I knew. And she was in the article. I don't know. I don't mean to take over your topic, Jeff. Do you want to talk about anything in the article?
That's okay.
It did.
No, I just thought it was pretty neat. Because, like after seeing James Hong finally getting one of Wall's back, I'm like, this is great.
Yeah. A lot of her co-stars in movies that she's done were there to cheer her on. So, like, a lot of her co-stars from the Joy Luck Club and Crazy Rich Asians were there. And Awkwafina called her a trailblazer over her 6-decade career, that she brings pride, class, and poise to everything she does. So, and she's a very nice person, too.
And it's pure class that she said that she hopes that the upcoming generation behind her continues to break the boundaries of what she's done and continues to trailblaze on her behalf.
Yeah. So that was just really cool. I wish I had known about it before it happened. Not that she would recognize me. If I walked by her, I'm sure she wouldn't recognize me.
Well,
and the last time I talked to her, she was, she's aging, and I had to call her and tell her that my dad had passed away.
Right, and that was awkward for sure.
So, it sure was.
I wanted to say one thing just because it was in question. I'll put this up on the video too, because I thought maybe I was wrong. This Cosmos probe thing is going to crash. This is a picture of a similar probe, not the exact one, and so it's about half a Volkswagen.
Okay,
I think so. But the thing is it's one big solid lump, and it should come down. It should survive re-entry and the heat fine, because our re-entry is so much less warm than Venus is ever supposed to be. So we'll have to see how it is. It's interesting nonetheless, because we haven't had a big piece of space junk fall in quite a while.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about the Met Gala this evening, but we don't have enough time. There's only 5 minutes left in the show, and I do not have enough energy to do
After show.
after show. So
Well, just save it till next week.
yeah,
Fashion
yeah.
is fashion. We can still talk about it.
Okay, and it might because this is like an after show type of a thing because it's so specialized. We usually do like a little bit of it at the end of the show, and then we do an after show.
Yeah.
I don't know whether we'll be able to do an after show next week because of some activities that Sean has coming up. So it might actually be 2 weeks, but we are going to talk about the Met Gala.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. That's for sure. But the fashion, the gala was last weekend. It's not going anyplace. The fashion
It was Monday.
are still fascinating. So we'll
The Met Gala is always the first Monday in May.
Oh, that's wacky to me.
Well, yeah.
Stray.
So not talking about that, I would like to say that there's a Jaws 50th anniversary popcorn bucket offered at Alamo
Draft House.
But it's sold out.
They are on my list because I got a thing in my Facebook feed that says, we're having a viewing party, come buy tickets. And I hit the button instantly. I went to their checkout thing. Their shows are all sold out. And it's like, why are you having ads if you don't have any shows? Absolutely frustrated with these guys.
I saw something on Facebook that was from the Paley Center for Media.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really paying attention. I was just sort of mindlessly scrolling. And it said, an evening with Andor. And the typeface, the way it looked on my Facebook, I thought it was a grammar discussion.
Oh, yeah.
An evening with and/or.
And/or.
It is not. It is actually an
And
evening with
button
and/or.
or will get you pretty far.
It's got Tony Gilroy, Diego Luna, Genevieve O'Reilly, and Adria Arjona.
That's pretty great.
Moderated by Patton Oswalt. Tickets are available right now. It takes place on May 30th, I believe. May 30th at 7 p.m. in Beverly Hills. And the tickets range in price from $40 to $125, depending on where you sit and if you're a member.
Right. Yeah, that sounds
Gotcha.
that sounds pretty cool. There's a whole bunch of Jaws stuff coming up for the 50th anniversary, and yeah, this thing really bums me out that they're not not that I needed the popcorn bucket. I wanted to go to the event, but the LA ones were sold out and nobody could get tickets, which is nuts. People are like, why are you sending this to me now if it's all sold out? Apparently our Hollywood Bowl is doing a live Jaws concert where they're showing the movie and playing the soundtrack live with the LA Philharmonic.
Yeah.
Alan sent that over to us, and that could be interesting. I think that's July 5th. I'd have to look. But that sounded kind of interesting. And of course, Hollywood Bowl, and it's always pretty good. Although I don't know how expensive it is for that. But that could be fun. We want to do some Jaws stuff. We put our little costumes together and things like that. But everything I look at is sold out.
Yeah.
And as I'm seeing these ads, like they're ads for things that you can't do, and it's just really bumming me out.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be able to do the Jaws thing because the Hollywood Bowl is huge. It's not like
I
it's
could
gonna
do
be
the
sold
Hollywood
out.
Bowl. It does seat 17,000. That is true. But it's I would have loved to have gone to the Alamo Draft House for their Jaws party. That sounded really fun. But they have 2 showings and they're sold out.
Oh, maybe you have to have your own Jaws party.
Grrr.
Yeah,
Bums
pretty
me
much.
out.
It looks like the Hollywood Bowl is only selling season packages right now, so can't get that ticket yet.
All right.
Yeah.
And Tom is listening over on YouTube. He says that the Arrow is showing Jaws May 25th. The Arrow is
there you go.
in Glendale, I think. I did a wedding there once. So that might be an option
Cool.
too. It's a nice theater, actually. Really old theater, smallish, but cool.
It's in Santa Monica, isn't it?
The Arrow? I don't think so. I think you're thinking of the New Art, maybe.
I don't know. Ow. Ow.
And
Santa Monica.
Santa Monica. Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
Ow. Oh, ouch.
I guess the Egyptian is doing one too.
Well, the problem with the one in Santa Monica is that it's on the 4th of July.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not the date that
Well,
Tom gave
perhaps
us.
it's playing at a bunch of different places because when I pull it up, I
It's-
get a bunch of different locations.
Oh, I get one from 2017.
Oh.
Crazy. I'll have to look and see.
Yeah.
I'll look at these. Monday, May 26th, 2025, 7:30 p.m. Aero Theater. Yeah, in Santa Monica. You're right, Colleen. It's not the theater I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the Aero in Glendale. So that is here apparently. It's $17 general admission to go.
Oh, the one I found
Okay.
was $8.
Oh, well, it says 12 member, 17 general admission. But hey, I'll trust your cheaper one.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's pretty funny.
Top of the hour.
Gosh, anything else?
Nope.
Nope.
No. At
Okay.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, we're at the top of the hour here. You have been listening to us on Sci-Fi.radio, Sci-Fi for your Wi-Fi. I will have a show tomorrow, either live or pre-recorded, to wrap out the week. It will be my birthday, so I will decide what to do in a couple of minutes. It is also Kermit the Frog's birthday tomorrow, and it is the Muppets' birthday. They're celebrating the 70th of both Kermit and the Muppets. So if you want something to do, pop the Muppet movie in. It's is it on Disney Plus?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can check
It
it out
is.
there and have a Muppety evening. If you've been
Yeah.
watching us on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitch, I'm very grateful to have you guys do that. Thanks for hanging out. And, in the meantime, may the force be with you.
I'm calling Kaylee Crosby.
Yeah. This is Jeff Donoho.
I'm Sean Obi-Shawn Crosby. As always,
May
May the force
be
be
with you.
May the force be with you.
I like jumping the gun over there on autopilot. I hate when that happens. All right, let's see. Let's get some credits for the people on video because they like that sort of thing. Bye, video people. We'll see you later.